Hello guys, and we are back with the Carr family today in some more sheltered. Last time we were looking for some rope because we wanted to build the traps on the top side of the shelter. And we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get back to doing that today. We do have a good bit of water here, so we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna fast forward, let everybody get rested up, let everybody get back into good shape. While we're doing that though, we're also gonna go ahead. We're gonna craft. Maybe another water butt. Yeah, we'll go ahead. We'll pop up another water butt here. We'll put it there. Again, gonna let everybody get rested, relaxed, get the food and water that they need, and we'll work on setting up another expedition here. And I just let the generator run out of fuel. I need to keep a better eye on that, I suppose. So, she's gonna need a shower, he's gonna eat some food. After she gets out of the shower, she's gonna eat some food. Alright, and so now we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna set up that next expedition here. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna send them both out. And we're gonna venture out a little bit farther this time. I'm gonna send them into the city over here. Yeah, that will actually be a good spot. And again, one of the biggest things that I'm looking for here is we're looking for some rope, just so we can go ahead, we can get those traps set up, and we can start using wildlife to catch our food. Okay. And 2 bandages. Alright, so Mom and Dad Carr go out, and the fish died apparently. I don't remember that happening, but okay. We're gonna harvest the fish. I wonder if that's what triggered the trauma in the last episode. Maybe I forgot to feed the fish, or whatever happened and caused the fish to die. They crossed paths with some out here. I don't think they've reached. Yeah, they haven't reached any buildings yet, so it's not that big of a deal for us to skip all of that. Small house. Investigate the small house. So we've got plenty of water now. They found somebody in the small house. So them being in the house, we're going to go ahead. We're going to get involved here just so we can go ahead and resolve this, and then they can search the house and we can get some materials. What do you want to do? Much more interested in helping you out. I'm fed, willing, and able to help people take me. So I'm not normally one to recruit out in the wasteland for the simple fact that a lot of times their stats aren't all that great. And I definitely don't recruit right off the bat simply because I don't have the supplies to feed more than the 4 starting characters. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to reject, and just like I said, her stats aren't all that great. I can get better stats somewhere else. So we're just going to go ahead, we're going to continue, we're going to move on here. And again, fast forward. Actually, so we have some food and we have the rope we need. Excellent. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna let them complete their route and circle back around for us before we worry about setting up the traps. We have 4 food. That should last until they can manage to get back here. Go ahead. They're gonna search. Fast forward. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna examine items. Shotgun. Excellent. So we can use that later when we find shells for it. There's some nylon. What else did I grab here? I know I just grabbed something. Okay, so we have some rebar as well, and we can use that as a weapon. And that'll be good. You know what, we'll take the nail too. And then, again, we're going to double check where they are. So there are actually going to be quite a few places they're going to be stopping out here. Here at the floors. We're going to get some seeds out of that, but I'm not super concerned about that. The church, there's a small pharmacy. Hopefully they will stop by the small pharmacy. That way they can go ahead. We can get all of that. We can get the medical supplies and stuff like that. These 2 out here, I'm really hoping are going to be like a police station or something like that. Find more weapons. Definitely find maybe some shotgun shells. We're going to let them move on. I'm sorry guys, I'm getting over a chest cold. And the water filter just broke, so I'm gonna send them up there to fix that. Let's see what you guys found. Some water, and I We did find some seeds, more rope, which is excellent. Nail. You know what? I'll take the pipe. And the circuit board as well, because there's a stack up. The metal. Not really concerned about any of this because I don't really have a use for them right now. So we're going to go ahead. And again, we're just going to let them move on. And church. Churches are normally really good spots to find like pipes and food and stuff like that. Don't know what it is. Maybe it's the fact that you would associate it with like a safe haven, so people are going. And yes, excellent, police station. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna have a police station, and normally in these police stations there are weapons. There's exactly. So we have breast knuckles, a little bit more water we can bring home in case we need it. A pistol ammo. Okay, so I'm gonna have to get rid of some stuff because I want a lot of this that we have up here. So I'm gonna get rid of the 2 pieces of rebar, and we're gonna get rid of the nylon. I don't have any use for nylon right now, so we're just gonna ignore it. We are gonna take the first aid kit though, as well as the crowbar, the brass knuckles, and the plastic. And like I said, once we get the rope and everything home, we get our trap set up, we will have a surplus of leather and a surplus of food. We're not gonna have to worry about it anymore. But weapons are almost invaluable here. And they're stopping again. There's a medium house. What's this? Okay. So you are going to want to go ahead. We're going to want to do that. I'm going to examine it. More food. And I don't have the room for the food. I can take 2 more food. That'll max out this stack of food here. I have a surplus of water, so I can drop that to start another stack of food. And I need the fuel because I can only have 6 fuel here. So we'll drop the circuit boards and we'll take the fuel. And we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna have them move on. We may actually want to go ahead and recall them, that way we can get them back here with all the supplies, have them drop all that off. And then send them back out later. Still really upset that the fish died, because that fish was going to be really, really useful later on. Need to clean the shelter real quick. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to recall Mom and Pop. Bring them back here. We're just going to fast forward so they go ahead and they get back here. And the boys are going to go to sleep. We have somebody here. So he doesn't have the greatest stats, and again, I don't really have the supplies to support a 5th party member here. So we're actually going to go ahead and we're going to turn him down. And surprisingly, he didn't try to break either of our filters. What about this? So we need to put some more fuel. We're going to add fuel here. Okay, so we're gonna take everything, and we are gonna get rid of the empty cans. I've only got 2 gas masks left, so I'm actually gonna want to go ahead. I'm gonna have somebody craft some more of those. But as soon as the kids wake up, we can actually go ahead and we can start crafting our traps. Actually, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to take a suit. Actually, return your suit now that Elizabeth woke up. She is going to be the one that's going to craft the traps for us. So we have enough materials, we can make the moderate trap, and that's going to last us the longest. I think they get 5-6 uses. So do we have enough to craft another one? Yes, we do, actually. So we're gonna have her craft more than one. We don't have the materials to craft another room, but we are gonna make some gas masks. Since you're the last one to use it, you need to fix it. We're gonna craft a few gas masks actually, because we're about to start another expedition. What do you want? Okay, so we have another trader, which is always excellent. More rope is always a good thing for us. Don't really need the fuses of the nylon, but rubber is used in a lot of the stuff that we're going to be making. Don't really have a need for these buckets. Don't want to trade the bullets because I've only got one. But I can go ahead and we can trade a few of these lenses out because we're not using them right now either. We won't use those until maybe a little bit later on down the road, and by then we'll have to recycle it and we'll be able to recover a lot of these materials. So fast forward, and Mom is apparently slow. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna set up the expedition again. Mom and Dad in their little matching orange outfits. So they did discover a lot of the city. Petrol station is definitely going to be one of the first places we try to hit here because we need the fuel. There's a small factory which normally has some good crafting materials. There's a small hardware store. And I'll have them come out here because I don't know what this is. It could be really good or it may just be another house, something like that. These little clusters here are always really good because there's so many small buildings in them, or police stations, stuff like that, that always have really good materials in them. And we can also come up here later on. But I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to start this expedition, and we're going to send them out and fast forward. And we're getting close here to the end of the video, but we'll go ahead, we'll give it a few more minutes here. Gas mask. And because now we have the brass knuckles, I don't have to equip them with pipes anymore. I can actually use those pipes in trading and crafting now, instead of having to put them elsewhere. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to send them with the brass knuckle and the crowbar this time. Once I get more ammo, I normally hold on to firearms and stuff like that, save up on the ammo until I have a surplus of it, so I don't have to worry about using the one shot I have and it missing, and it's just a wasted bullet, and bullets are really extremely hard to find unless you hit the police stations early on and visit them every so many days. We're going to go ahead, we're going to send these guys out, and again, fast forward, you guys need to clean the shelter. I wish, actually I can deconstruct the fish tank, and I wonder what materials out there. Okay, so it actually got us 5 water, it got us some plastic, and it got us some wood, which means I can craft some more traps here. And we're just going to line this surface up here with traps. If any animal walks across the top, we're going to catch them, and that's going to cover our food and stuff like that. And I didn't even read what I was getting into just now. I was paying attention to something else. What do you want? Okay, so it's a trader, and I don't have anything with trading right now. No. So we're going to just skip it. Yes, I want to cancel the trade. Okay, and again, we're just going to fast forward it here. Okay, so they come across a bank. Don't really remember what I can normally get from banks, but I'm going to have them search the bank. And we just caught something. Excellent. So you're going to harvest that for me. And they found somebody in the bank. So we are going to want to intervene in this. We're going to want to go ahead and get involved because I do want them to be able to search the bank. Again, I don't know what you normally find in a bank, but it would be interesting to at least know for future reference. Let's see, slow. Okay, so this is, we caught them by surprise, so we have control of the situation. We're gonna, we'll offer a trade. And he rejected it. That's his loss. And so we got 2 meat and 1 leather off of that trap. And what did you guys find in the bank? Shotgun cell. Excellent. Guess from a bank guard. Pipes. Another one of these carrier bags. That's not really going to be useful anymore because we already have 2 of them. But I have leather now, so I should be able to craft something a little bit better than those little plastic carrier bags here. No, because I need 2 more leather and I need nylon. Excellent. So you know what I'm going to do instead? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to craft another gas mask. We're going to have them... So it's a florist's... Not really interested in searching the florist. I'm going to have them keep going. And where are they specifically? Okay, so they actually passed the florist that we'd already visited, I believe. There's a small pharmacy that they're going to hit. Small petrol station, the factory, and then this little unknown building over here. Fast forward, here we are. Then the pharmacy. Yes, we visited it 2 days ago. Again, the perception's a little higher now. Excellent. So the perception's a little higher now, so they're going to find more stuff than they were before. And with that, it's also going to give us better opportunities for loot. Fast forward, fast forward. Okay. And fuel and water, both really, really useful. The nylon. And we're going to take the hinge and the pliers. The pliers are going to make crafting a little bit faster. Okay, we found a church. And... okay, so when they get back to the church, again, there's more stuff now. Or at least they're finding stuff that they weren't seeing before. And I'm going to take advantage of it, and we're going to grab the other pipe, and we're going to grab the wood. Not really interested in anything else. I have a surplus of everything else here. Fast forward. Now they're out in the small factory, and this is where I'm going to start picking and choosing. You may have to leave some stuff behind. And they found something in the factory. So, again, I want the materials out of the factory, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to jump in on this. And this is going to be a fight or flee moment. And I think we can take this guy, so we're going to fight it out. Their strength is kind of low right now, so they're not really doing nearly... Oh! Those brass knuckles do a hefty bit, though. Okay, so that's resolved, and he actually had... Really, the only thing that's useful are these anti-radiation tablets, and I guess I can drop the relaxants. Okay, and his strength did go up, actually, by quite a few. Not sure if it was because of a difficult fight or what's going on there, but his strength did go up twice, his dexterity went up once, and his drama didn't increase simply because I didn't kill the guy. So let's see what they found in the factory. And really not a whole lot that's going to be useful to me here. Another set of pliers. I can really use that concrete if we'll go ahead and start extending the shelter again. Because I'm starting to run out of room. I don't really have anywhere else to put any new stuff. And it is raining now, so I can drop the water and leave the water behind. Food is still going to be an issue for us, at least for a little while. So we're going to want to keep the one can of food that we found. At least until we can catch some more animals. And here we go. So again, another motor here. Some of this stuff is going to be stackable, but we're just going to take what can stack here. And actually, I think that's all we have that will stack together. Yeah. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to have them move on. And they're actually on their way back now. And that should pass them right by the school, which was visited 6 days ago, so I'll probably just pass it up. We're just going to go ahead and fast forward. And we caught another rabbit. Excellent. Yay. There's Elizabeth out to harvest it. And what can... we can make another food pantry. Small pantry. Can make the small crate, increase our max storage, but we're not going to worry about any of that right now because we're really we're not pushing ourselves too hard here. Okay, and what almost out of fuel, so we're gonna have to add fuel here to the generator. A school, keep going, because that's the school you guys visited the other day. We're also gonna repair, and they're back now. So this trip we managed to get a shotgun shell for the guns, 2 pipes, some really good materials here that we can use in the next episode. But I think I'm gonna call it a day. We're at 20 minutes now, so I think I'm gonna call it a night. And we can't really transfer everything because we are out of storage space. But I do really want that concrete, so I'm gonna give something up, and I have to. I don't really have a need for the plastic right now, so I'll get rid of the plastic so I can take the concrete. But with that in mind, I'm gonna call it a night here, guys. I want you guys to do me a favor. If you enjoyed the content, again, like, favorite, subscribe for me, leave a comment in the comment section below. I really appreciate it, you guys. I hope you guys have a great night, and I'll see you guys in the next video.